All right, guys. Today we are gonna be reacting to she thinks women become lazy when they have a provider man. Jump in.
That men should pay for everything and be a provider for women they are dating. I think this idea pushes women into being unproductive, entitled, and lazy.
Yes.
Then you follow by saying men should provide for their wives with children who are stay-at-home mothers. Sure, but women should never rely on the man for his wallet and should be focused on their education.
Yes.
Boo.
Okay.
What about it?
So I'm a little confused here. These are a bit contradictory.
So if you have children with a man and you want to be a stay-at-home mother, I think yes, then a man should provide for you and give you that lifestyle if he impregnates you and wants that from you, or if you want that for yourself. But I feel like if in this culture it's like, oh, we need to date men who are providers, and that pushes women into not being educated, not trying to get money for themselves, just which is not good.
I
Okay.
don't understand. Why is that not good?
I know, I completely disagree with
Yeah,
that.
I disagree with that as well.
Yeah,
What's,
just,
oh,
go ahead, go ahead.
no. Tell me the counter arguments.
You were saying how if your husband provides for you, it insinuates that you get your education, correct? Or,
Yes.
right? Okay. So I have many friends of mine that are stay-at-home moms, and because they're able to be stay-at-home moms, they also homeschool their kids. So while they're teaching their kids, they're
They
also
learn.
getting educated.
They get exactly why they homeschool the kids. They get educated. They literally get educated. Good point.
Because obviously the public school system kind of sucks. So while they're teaching their kids, they're learning everything and teaching their kids, and being a mother in itself is a whole career. So that being able to care for a child is a whole education in itself.
Yes.
And they run their household, so it's almost like an entrepreneurial job.
I was not talking about stay-at-home mothers.
Oh, okay.
Yes, stay-at-home mothers, I'm all for. That's such a positive, I think, to society. I'm just talking about if you're a girlfriend to a man, like you should not rely on his wallet. There's
That
a
I
difference if
agree.
you're legally married and then if you divorce, like then you'll at least be financially compensated. But there's a lot of women who are just girlfriends who rely on a man, and it could end at any moment. And they don't get an education, they just rely on a man, and then they have no backup plan, no education, which is, it's dumb.
What if they had an education before?
Then, okay. Then
It's okay.
Then they have something to rely on. If
I
they,
don't
if the
think
man
so.
dumps them. But why are you relying on a man, on a man's wallet, if you have no education, no backup, nothing?
It sounds like you've never had a boyfriend to provide for you.
I don't need a boyfriend to provide for me. I
So-
have,
Yeah, this is a problem. This is her projecting what she would do to a man if she was the provider. She will dump him because she feels disgusted. This is literally her projecting, folks.
Right,
money.
yes.
yeah, because I don't
Thank
need
you.
I don't need a man to provide for me.
I think it's nice when a man pays for everything but isn't your provider. I mean, I think that there's like a complete difference, but I do think that if you're not married, the money needs to be separate. But whenever I was dating my now husband, like I expected him to pay every single time. And that's with him having he was a student and had a part-time job and didn't have that much money. So if he wasn't going to pay and didn't have the money, then he had to come up with something creative like a picnic, because I didn't like to pay. So, but I didn't rely on him financially. So I get what you're saying.
I think men naturally want to be providers and protectors, and like when we're looking to date, like right now, like I'm just starting to date someone, but I'm looking for marriage within the end goal in mind. I'm 25, like I think it's time, like you should try to get married younger, but also like be choosy with who you're picking. You shouldn't just pick any guy that has cash or someone that
Yes.
doesn't have any values, and so you should pick someone, and I'm also a Christian woman, someone that loves God first more than anything, but like wants to lay down his life for his like wife that he's looking for. And so like I think this idea of like hookup culture and like just kind of sleeping around testing the waters like is actually really harmful for women. And so we should
Yes.
look for someone that's willing to commit as a provider and protector first, like before you get married. And then once you get married, like you can continue your career, have all those things, but like ultimately I think what brings satisfactory to women is having children, and more than a career could offer.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. When you're dating someone, you just should not date for financial reasons. You should date because you love them.
Yeah.
You shouldn't date because, oh, they can buy you this or that. And a lot of women fall onto like, oh, he has a bag, or oh, he has a good job, or this and that, and they don't look at the person underneath all of that. And sorry, I can't curse, but it messes up women.
Yeah, but the man
Messes up
should
women.
have a job.
What?
Like,
Messed up women? Like women will become messed up because of that? I don't know what her point is. Like, okay, you want to be an independent woman, I guess, but then when the clock starts clicking and that wall becomes bigger, don't come around here and just start saying like, how they say it, like, I forgot the word I was looking for. They basically just, man, I forgot the word I was looking for. Let's just continue with the video.
he
Yes.
should have a stable career. He should be able to provide for a bunch
The woman
of kids.
and the
Like,
man. The woman and the man should.
The woman doesn't necessarily
Zero.
have to.
I think
don't
you need a
that
fallback. If you
have
get
to.
divorced and you have no money, no
There we
career.
go. There we go. That's it. If a guy, look, dude, listen to me. If you're thinking to marry a woman like this, just listen to her. This is literally her plan. She wants to get married, and the first thing she want to start planning is for a divorce. She's thinking about of divorce already. That's bad. That's bad.
What are you going to do? How are you going to support the kids that you do have?
You shouldn't be like marrying someone that you have any kinds of doubts that you're going to divorce. Like, why are
Plus
you
there's
marrying someone
legal
that you think you're going to
that help
divorce
you with
one
that.
Because
day?
it happens.
Plus, you
can't
can't
be
marry-
living in la land that you're never going to divorce. You have to have you have to have money just in case.
That's fair, but if
especially
that
you
is
have
the
kids.
if that is the case, that you have a contingency plan based around divorce,
There we go.
then wouldn't it be fair for a man to have the contingency plan of having a prenup?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope.
So I mean, if that's the case,
So then that negates your whole point right there.
No prenup.
yeah. Well, it'll
have
essentially
kids
just
with me,
know,
pay
yeah,
child
it'll know your
support.
position, right? Because if you're saying women need to have some type of way to fall back post-divorce, and men also should, then essentially the only option then would be a prenup, right?
That's crazy, man.
No.
Even having that conversation about there's a possibility that it's gonna have a divorce. If you are a guy thinking that you can wife up this blondie in the right, I mean, you're more than a dumber. But I would not be surprised there's some weird guy or some guy around, here in the United States that will just wife a person like that, wife up a person like that.
No prenup. Never. Never.
Why?
What do you mean? I'm gonna
So then
literally
why
give
are
you
you
my
arg- why are
but
you
you can't
arguing
give
that?
me like your money.
Oh,
No.
wow, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
No,
wow,
why-
you gave someone your... Oh, wow.
Because why
that's
are you
made out of
arguing that-
fucking gold. It was spun by Rumpelstiltskin himself. It was made out of gold. The thing is like, so what? He's giving you his too. Like, what is the
because-
great grandiose thing that
Do
he's
you,
being
so do
gifted?
you agree with a
exactly?
prenup?
Yeah, I think that, especially from a secular perspective, I can't think of a single reason why a secular man should even get married. I couldn't give you a single
I agree.
secular argument for why a secular man should even get married. It
It's
makes
true.
zero
It's-
sense. You can get all the
it's not on
benefits.
your-
Hang
on
on,
men's
let me
side.
explain the argument, then respond to it.
She's triggered.
Okay.
She's triggered because she had that plan already. That's her escape plan. She's triggered because that's her escape plan. Listen, folks, any rational person would not go against a prenup unless you have that in your backpack. For a plan B,
It makes no sense for a secularist to get married. None. I've never been able to figure out a really good argument for why. As it turns out, you can get all of the shit that you want from a woman without ever being married to her and putting yourself in that type of situation where you could be set up for a massive amount of pain because the courts are biased towards men when it comes to divorce. So from a secular perspective, I can't even offer a single argument for why secularists should get married. I can't offer one.
I completely agree with you. I think that if you get married, it's because you're religious. That's it.
Yeah, but the thing is that if you enter into a religious marriage with a woman, unfortunately, the state still comes in. So I would say get a covenant marriage, and I would leave the state out of it altogether. I think that having the state involved with marriage licensing is fucking stupid. And if you're getting married for
Yeah.
religious purposes,
That's what I did. We got married without the state. No state involved. No state at all.
then why aren't you getting married through the church? Why are you wasting your time with the state at all? Entering into the state contract still gives her incentives to eliminate the marriage. And if it gives incentives to eliminate the marriage, you have a big problem on your hands.
Well, what I am confused about is that she's arguing that men should have the right to get a prenup, but she's also arguing that men should take care of women after
Yeah,
they're
because
married.
she's trying to be consistent with her position, which I have respect for.
She's
so her
not.
position,
She just
yeah, but
countered
it's
herself.
consistent. Yeah, but it's consistent. So she's saying if women are preparing to have a contingency, then it's okay for men to as well. That's consistent. That's at least a consistent position.
I'm so happy
you
that you
might-
gave her that out and answered for her. Thank you.
What the hell?
Well, I didn't answer for her. I explained the position.
That's not yours. I was asking her.
It doesn't need to be mine to explain the position. Like, you
So-
understand? I can understand what a person says and not be speaking for them, right? So I'm not giving an answer from her worldview. I'm
Man,
just telling
she's
you what
dumb
the
as hell,
worldview-
bro. She's dumb as hell. She's a dummy. She's very dumb. Right here. She's a very toxic person too. She's a very passive aggressive, proactive behavior kind of woman. She will throw hands with you. She okay with that. She probably likes it. It's weird.
She's consistently saying if there's an out for one,
In my
it's
opinion.
consistent if there's an out for another. I don't even know, like, what is the actual argument you have against that? It doesn't nullify it. So what is the actual argument you have against
She just said that if a man and a woman get divorced, then the woman should have something to fall back on if
Yeah.
the man's taking care for all their bills.
that? Yeah, but she says that a woman should be falling back on their education and that men should be falling back on a prenup. That's what she's saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Am I wrong, or is that what you just said?
No, that's exactly what I just said.
Yeah, got it.
Did you also have something else to say? I saw you like come in right before.
No, he explained it.
Does
He,
that-
he answered for her. It's okay.
Whoa, there we go.
I didn't answer for her. All I
answered.
did was reiterate the
But I wanted
position
to
so that you
ask
understood it
you-
because you clearly didn't understand it. Now,
What-
it is possible that you just didn't understand what she said, and I'm being very charitable about this, right?
That's an egg right there. That's an egg.
why-
That's an egg. You see how she just quiet? She doesn't say anything. She's looking for that. See, she's looking for that. It's funny, but believe me, guys. There's some magic to the neck game. If you understand necks, you can create a huge attraction.
Why would you go against me wanting women to get an education?
I'm not against that.
Okay.
But I'm also not against men paying for women's everything. In fact, I believe that they
I
should.
didn't say that. I said married.
And I'm saying even if they're dating, I don't see anything wrong with that.
I don't think we should take advantage of men like during the dating phase. I think
If they're
that
willing to do it on their own, like you said, it's innate for them, it's nature. They
in a
want to provide.
marriage, when you're committed to someone for your whole entire life and you've made that commitment and you've said no to everybody else but just to that person. But if you're going around just looking for different men that you can just take advantage of and just take things from, then that's wrong. You shouldn't
And
take advantage
I
of them.
didn't say I wanted to take advantage of men. That's your opinion. I respect it. I just have a different opinion.
Ugh, man, she's like a dumb Barbie, man. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one.